The production of attractively packaged nut butter by the residents of Karauna and surrounding areas in the deep South Rupununi in Region 9 is now set to hit supermarkets across the country with the commissioning of a $14 million agro-processing facility in their community. The new agro-processing facility, which has been fitted to accommodate the speedy processing of peanuts into peanut butter, is part of the government's ongoing efforts to have farmers add value to their primary products through the provision of modern agro-processing facilities. To date, a total of 10 such facilities have been established across the country. The agro-processing facilities are under the management of the New Guyana Marketing Corporation, GMC, which also offers technical and marketing support to the nation's farmers. Speaking of the commissioning of the Karauna facility, the latest to be commissioned, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said government is providing the infrastructure to enable farmers to maximize on their earnings from agricultural pursuits, as is the case here, adding further value through processing into value-added product such as nut butter. According to Minister Mustafa, advent of the modern processing facility will be life-changing for the residents of the community.
The commissioning of this facility symbolizes the progress that our government is bringing to communities like these. Because gone are the days when we have projects like these only in the urban area, places around Georgetown. This year, I want to see by the end of this year, by December of this year, we'll have approximately 13 of these facilities around the country and in different parts around the country. In your region, we'll have almost 4 of these agro-processing facilities that will help the farmers in these rural areas. And these facilities, as I said, might look ordinary to you because you were not, or you don't know the value of what it will bring to your life. But in the due process, you will know, because over the years, you have been selling your primary produce outside. There was no value added to it, or when you want to add value to it, you had to go through a number of processes and try as much as possible to implement your own system. Now you have a facility that will process your produce, especially your peanuts. And as the Director General would have said, this is the beginning of a facility that will change the entire face of this community.
The Agriculture Minister told the gathering that in the context of Vision 25 by 2025, in which the CARICOM region is seeking to reduce the food import bill by 25% by the year 2025, Guyana is leading the charge in this regard, and it is the farmers of every community across the country that will have to put their shoulders to the wheel and help grow the local agriculture sector. He stressed that it is because of this reality that government is investing in the sector, providing the necessary infrastructure and technical and other support to the nation's farmers.
We want our people to produce, not only to be self-sufficient in their community, but we want you to produce and bring value to your produce so that you can earn a decent living. That is why we have embarked in not only giving you planting material, we want also to bring this facility so that you can process your produce when you would have reaped it from the planting material that we are giving you. We heard the chairman just now of GMC talk about the school feeding program. That's an opportunity for you to make money right in your community, where you could process the peanut and make peanut butter to sell to the school. And we have a policy in government where the president himself have instructed that the school, things like the school feeding program, and where government procure, and the REO will tell you, where government procure these items, the first place we have to look at the community level, if they have the capacity to produce it. As long as they can produce it, I want to assure you as farmers who are producing it that we, the region, the government will purchase it from you so that you will have earned a decent sum. So today's activity, as it looks as ordinary as what we are doing here, commissioning, this is only the beginning, as I said. This is only the beginning. We have seen a number of projects that we have embarked on in the community to change our fortune. The GMC, this is one of the agencies in the Ministry of Agriculture. We also have other projects that have been implemented in your community. I know Mr. Raymond, he has been working in your community, the HISAT project. He already started bridges. Bridges were repaired or built. He's working with another women's group. He has worked with the ranch in the community to upgrade it. And we will continue to work with you later on in the year. We will supply to you breeding animals so that you can improve the livestock in your community. So not only in crop like the agro-processing facility, we are working to develop communities so that you can produce everything in the agriculture sector. Livestock you could be self-sufficient with. You could be self-sufficient in producing crops, what you want to plant, peanuts, cassava. We have supplied cassava stick earlier today, and the Tushao have told me that they need more. I've asked the chairman to make more available so that you can collect your cassava stick shortly, so that those farmers who did not collect will receive cassava stick.
Minister Mustafa also outlined government strategy for agriculture development in Guyana's hinterland.
We are working a strategy for the hinterland. The Vice President was in Region 9 not too long ago, and he has instructed that I come and reach with Tushau's, and I know later on this month we'll have the NTC, where we'll have again from Tushau needs. I know for a fact that later on in the latter part of it last year, both the REO and the chairman I have spoken to, and we have purchased a number of cassava mills that we have given out to various communities so that we can make your work lighter. Rather than to squeeze the cassava, we have the mill you can work with. And I understand also that sometimes when these things go into the community, they are not reaching the beneficiaries. They are being stored in a storeroom or a place there. I asked the REO to see to that. I understand there are still about 8 or 9 mills in this community that it was not distributed as yet. So let us ensure that it reaches the beneficiaries. These are funds that the government is providing so that we can bring relief to you.
The Agriculture Minister urged farmers of not only Karauna, but all other hinterland farmers to engage in large-scale farming, moving away from subsistence farming as is the case now. He assured the government will be supporting them every step of the way, all the way up to finding markets for their produce.
That is why we are looking to ensure that we develop communities like these. We don't want you to be a subsistence farmer anymore. We want you to produce. You must be self-sufficient, but at the same time produce so that you can earn a decent living if you're a farmer. We don't want you just to, and that is why the Ministry of Agriculture, through these agencies, the GMC, and other agencies, GLDA, NARI, we will work with you. They will work with you to find market for your produce. Today, in the Caribbean alone, we are working with the other CARICOM country to reduce the food import bill. The food import bill of CARICOM is about between 6 to 8 billion US dollars annually. The leader to reduce that bill, that is too large for us. And then if we have to be successful, then Guyana has to be successful. So you have a role to play. And our produce in Guyana is in demand across the CARICOM countries. I went to Barbados and spoke with the private sector. Some of the comrades who are here went with me. And they want all the produce from Guyana to go here. Places like Trinidad and Tobago. and peanuts and cashew nuts are something that are in demand in these countries. So we can find market for these things, but we have to do it properly. You heard the GMC's chairman talk about proper packaging, talking about bar 4. We have to set a standard, and that is why I'm now challenging the manager of GMC that they must come here and do regular training. I know for a fact through the ESAT program that we'll be having training done by NARI and GLDA. I want to add GMC to that list so that the agro-processors and people who want to do agro-processing can have that kind of training. We have to have certain standards. We can't continue to do things in the same old way. We can't continue to just, when we get our produce, we have to do it in a proper way. We have to have standards. We have to package it. That is why we are building these facilities around the country. And GMC is tasked with the responsibility of providing training for you all, so that you can know how to do the packaging and what standard is required for your produce to export.
The fully equipped processing facility at Carauna will allow for speedy, mechanized processing of the peanuts into nut butter. The minister was able to witness firsthand the process involved and even had a taste of the finished product. The agriculture minister also engaged with the Carauna Agro-Processing Group that produces the nut butter, promising them technical and other support in getting their product not only into supermarkets countrywide, but to regional markets as well. So far, the New Guyana Marketing Corporation has assisted the group in branding, developing labels, and providing the jars in which the product is bottled and offered for sale.